Begin with some breaking news. Top story this noon here. We received late word that Ozzy Osbourne has died at the age of 76. The former Black Sabbath singer was considered the godfather of heavy metal music. His death comes just weeks after performing at a farewell concert in Birmingham, England, with his Black Sabbath bandmates. Later in his career, he became known to a whole new generation with his reality show, The Osbournes, that featured his family life in Los Angeles. Osbourne suffered extensive health issues over the years, including substance abuse and a form of Parkinson's disease, and numerous surgeries on his spine. Osbourne is survived by his wife Sharon, children, and grandchildren. More breaking news to tell you about this noon. This time in East Oakland, a large police presence outside an apartment building on Seminary Avenue near Bancroft Avenue. KTVU's Henry Lee is in the newsroom with the late-breaking details. Henry.
Well, Andre, Oakland police are now investigating the deaths of 2 people from gunshot wounds early this morning. Now, I've learned Oakland police were twice called to an apartment building at Seminary and Avenel Avenues in East Oakland. The first calls came at about 3 in the morning with reports of gunfire and screaming, but many of those callers refused to give detailed information to police. And at the time, officers were also responding to other calls. And then at about 6 in the morning, police were called back to the same apartment complex. Officers used a drone and could see an unresponsive woman inside one of the units. Police went into the unit and found the woman and a second victim both dead from gunshot wounds. The names of the victims have not been released. Police would not say if they believe this is a murder-suicide or a double homicide. Now, I spoke to a woman who's a mother of a newborn who was up early this morning and says she heard gunfire not long before the first set of 911 calls.
I heard like a pop, 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 pop. And I looked at my boyfriend and he's like, "You heard that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, did you hear that?" And then it goes again, pop, 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 pop. So we close all the windows because all my windows were open. We close all the windows, and then next thing you know, it just gets quiet.
And Oakland police are asking anyone with information to give them a call. Live in the newsroom, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox News.
Details still coming out about that story. Thank you so much, Henry. Meantime, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and Border Czar Tom Homan have announced sanctuary cities are a priority for ICE and to expect more agents. All of this has turned routine county discussions about what information they share with ICE into high-stakes debates. KTVU's Devin Truby has more now from Contra Costa County.
The Board of Supervisors recognizing the heightened climate, saying at this same meeting last year, a handful of people. This year, a packed audience and a protest outside.
Say it loud, say it clear, immigrants are welcome here.
Dozens of protesters gathered outside the Contra Costa County Board of Supervisors meeting. For Elsa Stevens, it's personal. An immigrant, now citizen, she and others want no information shared with ICE by the county.
I could be a target, but I am not going to cower. I am afraid, but I am not going to cower. I believe in democracy too much.
It's the annual Truth Act presentation on when and what the county shares with ICE. The Sheriff David Livingston also discussing his department's interactions. The crowd not happy to see him. The Sheriff's Office said in 2024 they received 578 requests from ICE. The Sheriff says they made 132 notifications to ICE, but said many were repeat requests and there were no interview requests in 2024.
Our community doesn't want it. Let's just not do it.
To ask.
So I'll just say, as sheriff, it astounds me that people would actually advocate to release sex offenders, rapists, murderers, burglars, theft, sexual assault, child molest.
I get the argument, but they're prior convictions.
I am not going to do that, sir.
I get it. You might not have the ability to make that decision if we do our work.
Wrong.
But
wrong.
What I'm saying is they've served their time. So if
they have not served their time, sir.
These are prior convictions.
The Immigrant Legal Resource Center giving a presentation and asking all communication to stop with ICE and a new ordinance.
Well, we want a loophole-free ordinance that precludes any voluntary cooperation between our Sheriff's Office and ICE. Full stop, no information. Other counties have done it. We want to see Contra Costa do it.
The county told KTVU to consider something like this. It would have to be brought to the table in another meeting. Organizers feeling the call for the ordinance even more important after border czar Tom Homan said the department is prioritizing sanctuary cities and expect more agents.
If we can't arrest a bad guy in the safety and security of the county jail, then arrest him in the community, and we'll arrest him in the jail. And when we arrest him in the community, if he's with others that are in the country illegally, they're coming too.
There is another public forum tonight in Sonoma County at 5:30. Devin Truby, KTVU, Fox 2 News.